I just realized that our vision is like very trippy. Also, you can see his phone case from here. I guess because like we only got 17 hours, that's why like the visuals are super weird. Hey, buddy.
The world has truly lost its way.
Here, man, have some gems.
You. Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film yourself doing good deeds, right?
No, I just want to give it to you.
You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
A great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
What?
I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death, huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice.
I don't think the general
think you're
like
the first
population
one
knows
who's ever
about that.
thought of that idea. Death? Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. Oh, what a disappointment. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the
What
gut.
the fuck? I guess he
And
did
then
know.
all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. Oh, the sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that all?
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry. They even call this junk groundbreaking art. Can you believe it?
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. I hope you have a wonderful day. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. But buildings and lights... I don't think those have anything to do with death. Well, that whole dream bubble was probably created using rumors and gossip. I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
I mean, we don't know how much time we have
Would you
left.
be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos?
Sure, here's some gems.
Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see, I can't bear to see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and indulge in my singing.
Sure thing. Oh, by the way, do you happen to know anything interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know,
I
the
could
more
actually believe
chilling the
that.
stories, the more attention they get. Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but
This is like Dot
luckily
Hack.
the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us.
He said that so
Unexplained
quick.
coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end. disturbing voice.
Oh, it's this
in my
guy.
head.
I remember him.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready.
He always
to
asked for
help.
coins if you wanted to find like people who need clockwork.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
That won't be necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank
I
you
can't
all the
even.
same.
All right then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the most outstanding hound in Penacony, have you come
I'm buttering
across
them up.
any stowaways recently?
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
Really?
All right. Good luck with your work then. Ugh, what was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC. Doesn't everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family? Darn it. Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
That painful, huh?
A sip of liquor, a blissful reprieve, to drown 1,000 sorrows. Let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet.
And my vision does not look good.
Oh? You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough. This is just a dream after all.
This man is drunk.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Your poor liver.
Oh. Maybe I really should quit. But not before meeting the Devil of Soul Glad.
This guy sounds like Sampo.
The Devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah. It's a seahorse.
Dude, how did a bunch of these
With a
people
long
meet
neck.
this death thing?
They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones who are passed out on the side of the road. How funny.
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you.
Hey, buddy.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me.
Here.
Is this a gift for me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents,
Jesus.
but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's sad.
Oh, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
Neither. I just wanted to know if you've ever heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does go haywire. Funny, right now I'm still under his protection. How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right?
Our vision is pretty bad. We can actually play this? What the fuck? Sure. Why not? What the fuck? I thought you were supposed to be lucky, man.
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay?
Here.
Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you.
Really?
So,
I feel like that must
are
be
you trying
common.
to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and I just thought these gems would help you speak. So, as an investigative reporter, maybe you've heard something about death?
Another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts isn't exactly professional material.
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
I mean, I guess it makes sense for her to know about it
Devil
because she
soul
works
lad. Dangers in the dream.
for the family or whatever. Oh, I'm not looking too hot.
Said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
Oh, Sparkle.
Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again.
Why? 'Cause dead?
But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
Oh. Also, that bird's back.
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
It's a guy?
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are
Is
only
it me?
2 things missing from my grasp.
Like my character,
The meaning
he
behind
does
the
talk
truth,
sometimes.
and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand.
Thanks, man.
Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured destruction button, and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
What? What?
If you're really
What?
so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right?
Seriously? What, did you set up a bunch of explosives? What?
Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
She said either of us, though. So even if I don't press it, she
Oh,
could
deadly
just...
button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony.
Is it
I'll
the
handle rest
watchmaker?
myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for
I
the
don't know.
downfall
I can't
of the
think of a guy who's
family.
mute that we've seen.
And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word.
Neat.
Just don't let me down now, okay?
We're gonna see fireworks.
So, number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm?
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and
Oh, he's
your
a
good
slave.
luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. A game with them. You came out alive after 2 days. It proves that you are the real deal.
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good, and that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now, and don't let your master down.
How much did you spend?
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
So we're back.
What brings you here, Gallagher?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide
What the hell is
variety
up
of
with
drinks,
this
but
NPC?
you draw the line at soul.
Like, this is the
Why
most.
settle for ordinary when you can
Or is this
experience
a character?
extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter.
There's never been an
What
NPC
would
that's
you
been
like to
this
drink?
detailed.
I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Yeah.
Who's Serval? Will you introduce me to her? Huh?
Oops. She's heard us.
Maybe she is a character.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take quite some time, so I'll prepare some customized non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom. It's all within reach, right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Neat.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck, so don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Okay. Can I actually get in there? What is this?
Check out this bottle. The liquid inside looks beautiful. And the label reads, dream syrup. Thick. I don't see an expiration date, but the production date is... half an amber era ago. Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to anything good. That's for sure.
Maybe it hasn't expired yet.
Ugh, the syrup is turned clumpy. I definitely don't want to drink this, even if it's not expired.
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste by now. Feel free to have some. It's perfect for entertaining lovely guests like you.
Ugh, then we'll keep it for now.
This is a weird side thing to do after like what we just did with Aventurine. Wait, no, that goes somewhere else, doesn't it?
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, and there's a note underneath. Exchange with your precious things. Oh, what should we exchange for it? And who should we give our stuff to?
To the drink? Here, man, have some money.
Whoa, the words on the note are changing. Stairs made of coins can lead to happiness. Does this mean we can take it? I'm not sure if it's a good deal, but thank you anyway. That's quite a stash. Not...
Bright future? One day we will have a real house. With a cup of coffee in her hand, your wife says, we will have a yard where we can grow flowers, a hall where we can dance, a transparent attic where we can gaze at the stars, and ideally a small dog to cuddle and fall asleep with. That would be truly blissful life. You smile in silence and propose a toast. The warm vapor swirls and ascends, gently caressing the ceiling before dissipating. A bright future exists only in dreams. Oof.
Sure if it's enough. Uh-huh?
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris' stage, not for this rundown shack. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
She's very desperate.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink. Sweet. With extra ice.
Just... one moment.
I think it's her eyes.
What's her deal?
Her eyes are so different compared to every other
Case
NPC.
with other people hanging around the bar.
Hey, can you do that clockwork trick of yours again?
Oh. Even you, Himiko.
Time is running out. We need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm counting on you.
Would happy work?
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? If you're here to convince me to leave, please stop it. I'll never leave until she accepts my proposal.
Or maybe sad?
I just don't get why she won't leave this place. This rundown shack with no customers whatsoever.
What the fuck? What about me? Alright.
It's ridiculous, right? Our paths We're never.
Oh,
meant to
she likes her?
cross, Yet I'm still holding on to her. I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance because I'll never be able to do anything alone. You don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how radiant she used to be. Even among the talented Iris family, her skill was unmatched. I know she probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. But all I want is for her to reclaim her place.
The next moment, that emotion turns into liquid thing?
She's still not leaving. Maybe I'll...
Eternal endurance. Dude, look at the... Isn't that like the Crown of Thrones?
I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why she...
What about Happy?
I've seen it. The moment when Siobhan and I share the stage. The crowd is going wild. Applause crashing like waves. The aroma of irises fills the air. A beautiful melody playing. Ribbons dancing around us. And the taste is sweeter than honey. I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time it mesmerizes me. That's why I have to bring her back to that world, no matter what it takes. Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener? Let's consider it a toast to my far-fetched dream.
White grape soda. Ugh. Ay.
She's still not leaving.
Pika-achoo.
Maybe I'll have to try again.
I just don't get why...
Is she just not gonna leave? We're just gonna get stuff? Angry.
Those darn Iris jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. It's all their dirty scheming. I get it now. She's not leaving because she doesn't want to run into them again. I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and write a letter to the Dream Master exposing the crimes committed by the Iris family. Siobhan will definitely appreciate it.
Dude, she really likes her.
Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. My thoughts are swirling, making my mind clear, and bringing tears to my eyes. Maybe I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me. Here's the payment for the drinks. Please, pass it on to her. I'm leaving now.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. Please keep the money. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
That being said, mixing a drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So go ahead, explore the bar, and bring me any ingredient you prefer. Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste. So, which one would you like to use as the base?
What about the Pikachu?
The original formula is said to be Nunu's favorite drink. It's sour and bitter, and the bubbles burst in your throat like swallowing rusty chains, evoking thoughts of dungeons and prisons. Now that you've chosen the base, it's time to pick the adjunct, the ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. It should give an unforgettable taste without overpowering the main tone. So, what's your choice for the adjunct?
The happy one.
Bright future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the dreamscape wilderness. Those were haunting times. Too beautiful to be real.
Mikhail.
Oh wait, Mikhail,
Almost
that's
there.
the name.
Let's pick a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it.
What? Yeah, Mikhail was the fucking name we heard in the very beginning, and when we were with Firefly, like that woman kept screaming him as his name. Decoration. What about
Concentric
straws?
circles. May you always remember where you started. Well, it's done. Here's to you, the nameless, with this glass of a ticket to the boneyard.
Neat.
To the dead and the dying.
Well done, Gallagher. You're not over the hill yet.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors! They're way more sophisticated than Soulglad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
Well, if you're expecting a profound answer, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
Yeah, I heard the name.
Yeah, that name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit, and now there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore. Let's dig deeper into the case, and of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail. All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway. She managed to fool me at first. My age must be getting the best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news, and the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality, as if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh? Does that mean...
Is she a ghost?
A clever metaphor. You were making a metaphor, right? Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before? So, death does happen in Penacony, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you.
Am I an adult?
Confronting the family
I don't
based
feel like
on
one.
that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
You're very perceptive. The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it? It's quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know? I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from the family. You might have even guessed that the relationship between the family and the Watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct. The family has considered the Watchmaker an enemy for a long time, but the Hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be living only in the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
So we could find him?
So you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Well, now you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the land of the dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
Where?
You don't get it? Well, I mean, Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker.
No way! Sometime later.
Here we are, Clock Studios theme park, the most popular entertainment center in Penacony.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts. But an amusement park?
The culture of a city reflects its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past.
The theme park?
You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macro void. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality. But everything has a price, and sweet dreams are no exception. In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs.
So, yeah, the little wolf guy is based on a real guy?
History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
There are so many members of the Bloodhound
This is a whole new area.
family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Sunday?
So many of them. I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects.
It's pretty impressive. There's a lot of them.
Well, it's a masterpiece from the family, after all. Besides the followers of the preservation, the family members are the best at creating mind-blowing marvels. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation. View here is great, right? We can see everything from here, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker. In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with Asdana?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors, omen vanguards, even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end, they emerged victorious. Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him, so maybe he inherited the title.
How old are you now, Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
No way.
Yes.
Not even close.
What?
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Asdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name and glory.
Thus, he became known as the Father of Penacony.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And you said you were his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony, even though the true traitors were someone else. While they continue to praise the Watchmaker's name in the world, behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost dog. The family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. As for Mikhail, I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of the story, right?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time.
Is the Watchmaker an organization?
Well, that's one way to look at it. However, only one member has truly inherited the Watchmaker's title. Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the end of all these mysteries, we will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark and all. Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you.
Okay,
How
bye-bye.
ironic. What's so different between the stowaways rejected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Gallagher does have a troubled past, it seems.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death.
Yeah.
Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Oh yeah, he's still hanging out with Acheron. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Not too bad. The Galaxy Ranger and I agreed the family must be hiding something important. I've confirmed she's on our side. Don't worry. Please wait a while. I'll keep you posted as soon as I find anything. Oh, we're playing as Acheron?
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out. Seems they've made some progress. Looks like we're about to enter the depths of Dewlight Pavilion.
Isn't this where we were with
It's been a smooth
Aventurine?
ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
Well, shit. Yeah, I'm her now. Okay. Is it the same thing where I can't see her? Yeah, it's the exact same. This is gonna be weird, because unlike Aventurine, I don't have people for her. She likes debuff. I don't think the thing Pela would be good, but I don't have relics, I think. I mean, this is just story stuff, right? So it's not too bad. Who gives? I'm trying to see who gives debuffs. Himiko burns, that's debuff. But Topaz does too, with her basic. I guess this. Oh wait, I gotta do the order different. Is she the hunt? No, she's Nihility. So it should be this way. Yeah. Yeah. She does hit with the scabbard.
Seek, and you will find.
It's weird that the story makes a big deal being like, oh, she's the hunt. But because we know her character, we know she's not. It's very weird.
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Could it be due to the
I wish they gave
disruption
me
caused
Welt
by the
too.
emergency? Well, this
Does he
door is
definitely
open.
go well with her?
Looks like we'll have to investigate ourselves. Let's proceed with caution.
Just one moment.
Draws her blade slightly.
Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see. What an interesting technique.
During exploration, when using her technique to attack normal enemies, will be defeated instantly, without entering combat.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Yeah, like this spoils basically what she is. Because she draws her sword. Unlike this, where she's just hitting with the scabbard. Yeah, that's very weird.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
It's cool.
The model in the sandpit.
She's definitely going to be one of the most popular banners and characters
Maybe the head and the
for the game.
footprints here are different from the rest.
I mean, it's fucking Raiden.
There are two sets of them. Looks like
Dude, I can't
outsiders
imagine this
might
in the
have passed
simulated
through here
universe.
not long ago.
I didn't even think of that. Do you still get the blessing when you do that? And like the cosmic fragments? If you do, damn man. You can like speedrun that.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
I guess you would get the blessing because I'm getting material even though I'm killing them.
While there aren't any
Oh,
people
that guy
in this
wouldn't
mansion,
get hit or
set
die.
up quite a few mimetic guards to patrol this place.
Oh, I couldn't even use my technique.
This is where it ends.
Here we go. Acheron. Again, we can't see the light cone or whatever. Gains a point of slash dream. Inflicts a debuff, I think that is. Crimson Knot. Yeah, you need... She's so different where her ult's not energy based. It's that 9 flower petal thingy.
On the still waters of Oblivion, I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. How familiar.
Jeez, that did a lot of damage, didn't it? Even though I don't have people buffing her up.
Easy, Numby. A quick divination. The market is on. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Free will, or was it fate? Destined for oblivion.
Did that hurt? Feeling spiffy?
Keep buffing her up.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Together as one.
Should have done that way earlier.
Steady.
Another journey begins.
I just realized I don't have a healer. Jeez. Well, I got Fushuan, but...
Look, it dropped something.
A note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death. It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
So you're saying someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Oh, nice. They give you... I guess I didn't even notice this with Aventurine, but the enemies are giving material that would level up both of them. Can I actually go in? Is Welt here? Like super big? Nah, he's not, I think. Is he? Nah, he would have been right there. I think that's where Ratio was. This is cool. They're letting you play. Actually, is all three here now? No, it's just two now. It's cool they're letting you play basically the two new banner characters. This is honestly a smart idea.
No one here either.
So that way you get to experience how they feel,
Since
basically.
no one's around to entertain us, let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
I like you could use your own team too. Oh, Robin. Since returning, I've experienced a change in my voice. I'm in perfect health, but my voice worsened over time. I even experienced complete voice loss. I realized that the harmony in Penacony is not pure. A traitor has emerged within the family. It is highly likely this person is one of the 4 family heads. I trust you, dear brother, because of our promise. I learned about death. Lead me to believe that the culprit who directed it to cause this series of incidents is likely the aforementioned traitor in the family.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us. I remember hearing something unusual in her voice, and now it seems I was right.
Robin believed it was because the harmony had been tampered with somehow. But as far as I know, there aren't many entities capable of interfering with the power of paths.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position or possess unimaginable strength.
That would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty in catching the traitor.
Have we met the other family people? We know their names. Like, Sunday is the only family head we've met, right? List of victims. Well, it's not like they're the same gender or race. They're all like completely different. Even their own people got killed. A bloodhound. And Teletron. trying to find a connection. Dark or dim? Oh, there's a lot of people.
The information about Robin, Firefly, and the other victims. I don't see any commonalities among them.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims. And based on Sunday's notes, he's no stranger to death.
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced. This light cone is securely guarded.
That's cute as fuck.
It must hold some important memories.
According to Robin's interview, despite having performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
Aw.
I wonder how their relationship is now.
Growing up brings gains, but also losses.
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out. The beautiful dreams of youth will eventually fade away.
Oof. That hurts. Alfalfa? To Sunday. Head of the Oak family. He's the head of the Oak family? This person met the watchmaker? Who the fuck is Alfalfa? I can't remember. Or have we not met her? The name sounds familiar. There will be time to pursue it once the festival concludes. By then, I will provide you the necessary resources and manpower in the name of the Alfalfa family to help you get your revenge.
It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Odie is happy with Sunday's recent performance.
They don't seem to care much about death. Instead, they're more concerned about the Charmony Festival and the Watchmaker.
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal. One thing's for sure. There's a lot of internal conflict within the family, and everybody has their own agenda.
Yeah. It's like Gallagher said, where there's a lot of corruption behind the scenes. List of suspects. Ryan... Wait, for what? Involved in the death case. Staff, a clerk. They're all from the Oak family. Oh, except this guy. Paperfold Academy. Nightingale family. Sir Whittaker, the head of the Nightingale family. Short black hair, orange pupils. Iris family. Bloodhound family. Alfalfa family. Do I know any of these names? I don't think so. Oh, Wolseley, yeah. I know him. I guess these other people too, but I just don't remember them. "52 suspects.
Mr. Sunday has done some serious research on his suspects. This traitor must have been causing trouble for the family for a long time.
They all seem to be insiders, but I haven't met any of them.
Huh? Wait, these characteristics.
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. However, if this traitor really exists, could they be responsible for Firefly and Robin's deaths?
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so seriously.
That's all for now. Nothing more noteworthy.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the family. I did not expect an empty mansion.
Yeah, where the hell is Sunday?
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
I don't think trespassing
well.
on forbidden areas is the way to be a guest, Mr. Yang. And... Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Our apologies, Mr. Sunday. Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission. I hope you can forgive us.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here, to ask you about the case and gather more information. We don't want any loose ends.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
I think he can hear you.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will soon pay the price.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival, and the family has every reason to suspect the IPC's involvement.
I guess that's true.
Well, other family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. Not to mention, I personally shackled him a while ago. However, I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. You should be more cautious of Aventurine. While the wicked can't break through high walls, they can plunge their evil dagger into the heart of the righteous. He's a businessman, not some philanthropist. But right now, he's out there handing out his wealth on the streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself. Who knows what kind of scheme he's cooking up? While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert. You never know what unexpected troubles could arise.
Oh, back to him.
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio Aventurine case. The suspect has been arrested. This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation and the Intelligentsia Guild, causing a large drain in manpower and resources, resulting in the IPC taking a massive loss.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors of the second Kataka Abjin extinction event, who does not carry an interstellar refugee travel permit. As per Strategic Investment Department Head Diamond's sentiments, the IPC has appropriately relocated the suspect in the spirit of the Charter and will continue to conduct further investigations as to the motive of the suspect.
What pretty eyes.
Jade.
Tell me, do they shine in the dark?
I want to pull for Jade.
Well, if they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway.
Oh, he killed the guy.
No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
Also, we know like half
You're
of
pretty confident on your eloquence.
the 10 elites of the IPC
Did you
now.
also think that when you lied to
Diamond,
the
Jade,
Intelligentsia
Topaz, and Aventurine.
Ask and you shall receive.
Diamond, I think, is the number one.
You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejihazo. Maybe even the Sand King's remains. Pity your luck has run out.
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed to benefit anyone in the end, including the perpetrator himself.
Madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me, what are you prepared to wager this time?
My life. I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
What do you want, then?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something to say.
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 tanbas. The remainder of my market value. 30 tanbas. No more, no less. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance. Which is why you should call him here.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him.
Diamond, yeah.
From here on out, I am Diamond's representative, and I will decide on his behalf. You're wrong. 30 tanbas. He'll give you that. And much more than that. Wealth, status, power. The IPC will give you whatever you want, even what you don't want. Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt. You, though, you deserve to live, to create even more wealth for us. Go, pick the clothes you like, then choose your desired identity. And then, use them well, child. May your plans never suffer failure.
I can't remember.
Life
Was
is
Jade
like a
in that
long-term
call?
investment. Those who
In that
choose
Topaz
correctly,
story?
do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value. People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost. Is it because Gayatri blesses me? Well, if that's the case, she must also be looking upon me right now. My success is inevitable. But what then? Even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come next? What awaits me after this glorious gamble? An even more glorious one? Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or will I encounter failure, never to return? I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas. Lowly gambler.
The hell is that? Him?
What? What?
What?
Am I dreaming, or have I gone completely insane?
Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that electric chair by a mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea?
Fine. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony.
The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool. It's not the first time we've met. No need to be so polite. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you through death's door. That's why you're here, isn't it? A grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off?
Why not?
Well, you may have fooled everyone, but you can't fool yourself. I can show you. Before you're entirely gone, I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road.
Is he about to get a persona?
What exactly are you?
Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome. Kakavasha, I am your future.
Well, he knows his real name, so he's definitely him.
First I'm hearing things, and now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next?
That can happen? He could be an Emanator?
Why are there no guests here? What's that featherhead doing?